Might not be doing any outdoor beverage drinking this afternoon. We got the air quality alerts that folks need to know about. It's the smoke and dust really from the wildfires in Canada that's causing a problem here. All of that making its way down to the Carolinas. And we're actually getting some photos from WCNC Charlotte viewers here that help paint the picture, what we're seeing. So these are from the Smokies near the North Carolina and Tennessee border. So the one on the left, a really clear April day, and then the comparison on the right from today, there is the difference. You can see that for sure.
Wow. A lot of difference.
Typically, when we have poor air quality around here, it's for ground level ozone. It's not for what we call particulate matter, which is actually physical stuff in the air. And that's smoke. That's what you're seeing.
Does the heat make the difference too?
It'll help trap it. And what happens is this smoke is in the mid layer, so the sun hits those smoke particles, it heats up the mid levels, and it creates an inversion, which traps even more pollution below it. So it kind of it's this negative feedback cycle. Once you see it, you think that view is bad. This is a live view from 1,400 feet. Look how you can actually kind of see a little bluer above, and a little bit more smoky below.
Right.
That tells the story. That is straight up smoke. Now I had a great question on my Instagram feed about why don't I smell the smoke? Well, remember a lot of this is off the ground, so you're not necessarily smelling. And remember, the smoky smell comes more from the combustion of the fire. So you need to be closer to the fire to smell it. This is just the lofted matter that gets up into the sky. There's the big cluster of fires. I mean, they're huge. I'm looking at satellite image earlier today, and it's just amazing the amount of fire going on up there. The entire state almost under an air quality alert today and tomorrow. Code orange today, but a rare code red tomorrow. We used to see a lot of code reds in the early 2000s because of our ozone issues. This is the first one we've seen since 2016, and that as well was because of wildfire smoke, but a close by one over in South Mountain State Park. So code red tomorrow. Now again, I have a lot of questions. Should I stay inside? If you have respiratory issues, maybe, but for everybody, I would not be exercising outside or doing a lot of physical activity in the middle of the day because it will not be great for you. And you can wear masks to help filter out some of that particulate matter. You're actually trying to get rid of some of the smoke. There are a couple isolated storms out there as well. These are pushing off to our southeast, the biggest ones in the upstate, but we've got one moving into Chester County. This one's continuing to travel south, so heads up the southern, I'd say 2/3 of Chester County, you could see a passing shower or storm. Normally a backdoor cold front in the summer is amazing because it cools you off and dries you out. Unfortunately, this one is going to do that, but it's also going to usher in more smoke because the flow is out of the north. We will see a few showers tomorrow. Could help us a little bit with the smoke, but it also could bring some down to the surface initially, and that's why the code red is in effect. The big change will be this weekend because once we get the flow coming from the south, that would push the smoke back up to the northeast and get it out of here. Now we will see the humidity spike with that push of southerly winds this weekend into early next week, so it's going to come at a cost, a little bit of humidity. Weird flow of air. This is what's been going on this spring and summer. East Coast has been cool and that's been pushing down, but that's about to change. See that big ridge to our south? The heat will be arriving soon enough. Tomorrow, odd day. Backdoor front could be really cool to the north, really warm to the south, and eventually we'll see some scattered showers. Here's a look at that Guy Roofing 7-day forecast. Still pretty smoky around here Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, but by the weekend, I expect that southerly flow to eventually push it out of here. Cool start to next week, but then the warm-up starts developing, and we could see some really warm air as we get into the end of next week, especially if that ridge builds in very quickly.
Wow.
Yeah. All right. Keep it a little roller coaster the next couple of days, huh? Brad, thank you.